how are you today? Well, today we have what I have in my collection of bronzers. We're still going on with summer, and I'm going to link below a video that Lisa Eldridge recently did between the difference between a contour and a bronzer, which is not the same, and I was not particularly aware that it weren't the same or they weren't used interchangeably. What I am going to show you today are bronzers. That means not products that you will necessarily use to contour your face, but to give you a tanned look, okay? Now, it could be whole tan, or you may just want to tan certain areas, but the idea of the products that I'm going to show you today is really that of achieving the bronzed look, not necessarily for contouring. Now, yes, a lot of people use this interchangeably and sometimes can be used interchangeably, as I'm going to show on one particular product, but we're gonna start with that premise. The one that I like to recommend par excellence for this purpose is this one, which is the Soleil Teint de Chanel. This is the old version. There is a newer version. It's a cream to powder, and it's scratched there. And you put it on. It suits pretty much every skin tone, because depending on what is your skin tone, unless you are really, really black, obviously, which could probably suit you in other ways, but it's very much suited for every possible skin tone. You can use, with a big brush, and you go all over your face. And this one, like I said, I don't know if you can see there, but you can do it more intense, less intense, lovely color, not orange, and it just, gives you a flawless finish. On the other end of the spectrum, especially speaking of money, cost-wise, is this one from Physicians Formula. It's a bronze booster. And it has 3 colors here. There were 2 versions. I don't know if this palette is still available. There were 2 versions. This one that was matte and one that was shimmery. Depending on your skin tone, you could even use this one as some kind of darkening effect. But I really like the dimension that you can get from a palette like this, because you can bronze your whole face. This is powder base, by the way. And in here comes with a little brush, which is shaped at an angle, so it's really good for, giving dimension to the face. But it's very discreetly put in here, has its own mirror. Right, if you lift the palette here, there's the mirror there. And I really, really like the effect that you can get with a palette like this. And again, it's quite inexpensive because it's Physician Formula, but it's still really very good quality. So that one, another one that I recommend. Going back to the cream version, I have this one by Tower 28, which is a new brand that has gotten a lot of, support by social media. There's 2 of these, East Coast, I think, and West Coast. This is West Coast, and unfortunately, because the package is so tight and I cannot open it with my nails, I opened it badly and I scubbed it there. But still good, okay? This type of bronzer has some kind of shimmer. So I would use although if you put it on, It's a very slight shimmer. I mean, it is kind of shimmery. I would try and emphasize certain areas of the face, because otherwise you're just gonna look like an illuminated ball there, bronze ball. It's an average product. I hoped to like it better, but or not better, but more than I actually do. It's an average product. I wouldn't, lose my head over it. I would prefer the Physicians Formula before this one 100 times. But, if you want something of this caliber and that it's also a little bit shimmery and, it's going to emphasize certain points of the face for you, then this one is a good option. Going back to powders, and all that I have now left are powders. Really, this one I enjoy, which is Coverfit, and it's a satin finish. This is by Adopt. And it's not shimmery, it's satin, okay? So you can have that healthy glow while you still have a good enough bronzing effect on you. Adopt is a French high street brand. They have their own boutiques. They look very much like Claire's here in US. They have accessories, but they have an extensive makeup line with several products. They're all very, very good quality. They're all manufactured either in Luxembourg or, Germany. This bronzer in particular is made in Italy, okay? So high street, excellent quality and high street pricing. Really enjoy this product. Another one that I enjoy, and it gives a really nice color for your face, is this one by Too Faced. This is called Chocolate Soleil. It's a powder. It's a, it has no shimmer at all. It's a matte powder. Here. You can pretty much use this on your face all over. Smells like chocolate, which is always an enticement. Yeah, really good bronzer, matte. So nothing there. You could probably, this would be a product that, this type of bronzer would be a product that you can probably use for contouring as well, depending what your color is. If you are kind of Mediterranean olive skin, this one would probably suit you as a contour. Another bronzer that I have is this by Paula Dorf, and it's called Bora. And tone is very similar to the Too Faced, if you can see. This has a little bit more yellow. This is a little bit grayish. So this is more cool. This is more warm, but sort of similar, I would say, okay? And this one looks a little bit with a kind of satiny effect, which this one is totally matte. But it's very, very subtle, okay? So another one probably that you could maybe use as a contour depending on your shade. And last but not least, this is the one that I was referencing at the beginning when I said that you could use them both as, contour and bronzer, is this one by Boujou, which a little bit ago, Boujou had this set that looked like a chocolate, piece of chocolate. This one, and it used to smell of chocolate, still kind of does. This one has the bronzer and the highlighter. This highlighter is very subtle, it's not one of those highlighters that you like shimmer through your, through your skin. It's very, very subtle. And the bronzer, it's a matte bronzer, okay? So this is more a contouring kit, but it specifies, you know, being a bronzer and a highlighter. So that's why I have included them here. Now, if you want, I can do, you know, a video on how to apply bronzer, you know, use one of these or couple and show you. But Lisa Eldridge did one several years ago, and the most recent one that I am going to link below, on the difference between a contour and a bronzer, and also how to apply bronzer, okay? I hope you enjoyed this selection and it has been useful in guiding you as to what products you may want to consider to add to your collection. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in my next video. Bye-bye.